John, the final derby game of the season, has it been difficult to prepare for these games with such a heavy schedule?
No, we can prepare, no problem, because playing, I think it's 14 games in 8 weeks, it's just basically a recovery. Tick them over, make sure everyone's injury free. It's a mental mindset. You know, you need to go into the game with a real tough mental mindset, with an energy and a desire to go and play a derby match, and we'll have to do that tomorrow night, that's for sure.
Obviously look back to the last time you possibly got the better result, the result you deserved, and that's the last time you were at.
100% deserved it, that's for sure, but we earned it. You know, I felt that Richie on the day led for the front very well. It was a real handful. That gives us that focal point. You know, he could get up the park, he pressed for the front, and he just, you know, playing a real leader's role. Rich will be missing tomorrow, so we're going to have to go about our business in a different manner. But we passed the ball very well. You know, we passed it very well, scored goals, and hopefully we can get a little bit more of the same tomorrow. But no two derby matches are the same. No two derby matches are the same, so no matter what happens, we're going to have to adjust. But we'll give it our best shot, and it could be just the perfect tonic, exactly what we need, and you know, hopefully get back to winning ways and kick us on through the rest of the season.
A break after it as well, and maybe give the players that final push, because you can see the light at the end of the tunnel.
Yeah, I'm massive. The appreciation of doing something that you love for a living is, you know, you never get away from that. But when you're doing it constantly, and that's a mental fatigue, and you know, maybe one or two subconsciously just switched off, saying, well, enough's enough. I was just trying to look at all the stats. After last year in the top six, we only won one of the games after the split, so we need to try and put that right. 54 points is the best record we've got at the club. I think we're sitting on 49, so we're trying to go and get better than that, and we're still fighting for that place in Europe. No, I think Dundee United's only 4 points in front of us, so we can go and catch them, still got them to play, and hopefully that will be the case. You know, we've not been too far away. The performances have been not too bad. It's the results that have been disappointing, and because football's such a fine margin. You know, if you look at them, we could have beat Motherwell. We never. I take that on the chin, but we could have got someone out of the game the other night. Could easily have beat them. Could have beat them down at Motherwell. Could have beat St Mirren. And you're just, it's just that fine line, you know, and it takes time. I just try to adjust the style of play a little bit. And I'm going to ask the fans just to be patient, just support us, you know, because when it works and we go and play, that's how football should be played. And sometimes it's no get there as quick as you can. You know, sometimes you just pass the ball about, take your time, switches of play, get on it. That doesn't mean to say we concede the goals that we're conceding. We're going to have to put that to stop that, that's for sure. You know, but the buy-in that I'm getting for these players, absolutely magnificent. And hopefully, as I say, the proof's in the pudding, because the last time we played like that was one of the times up at Ross County in the last derby matches, and we come out triumphant, so hopefully that'll be the case again tomorrow.
With in terms of team use, could we expect Adam Doran to perhaps play a part?
He's definitely trained. We'll see if he's got any reaction. He's trained over the last couple of days, so fingers crossed. And Richie's now got an operation. He's had the wee flush out on the knee. It's only fair to Richie, because you just say, Richie, can you do this? Richie, can you do that? It's about time Richie Foran started looking after himself, so you know, he might catch a back end of the season. Just trying to think. Josh Meekins, Danny Devine struggling a little bit with a groin problem, and I have to say that to the supporters. You know, with Josh missing the other night there, Danny Devine had that groin problem and went and played for us. You know, so he's struggling right at this moment in time. But apart from that, everyone fit, ready to go, and that's it.
Greg Tansey as well had a knock going into.
Well, it was a hamstring, him and Doran's hamstring, and it's just the number of games, and you know, I think, as I say, I think it's 14 games over 8 weeks, and you know, it does take its toll mentally and physically, but we just need, you know, plenty to play for, and that starts up at Ross County tomorrow. A venue, as I say to them, we'll go up there, let's go, you know, we're on the cameras, let's go and try and put a show on and show everybody why we are where we are in terms of on merit, you know, in the top six and a National Cup final and all that stuff. But even talking about that is history. It's what we do now. We need to keep moving this club forward in all aspects of the club. everything, you know, and I keep saying that we're on it together. There's a great working environment, a great to be involved at this club. Everybody helps each other. Most important, the biggest message, they're footballers. Get on the ball, pass the ball, we train, get on it, pass it. I'm quite serious when I say this. The secret, you could bring an amateur player in, he has to walk into your training session and go, wow, they're at a different level for me. And the only way you can do that is pass, move, play around the corners and all that stuff. You know, and so you go, wow, I'm miles away from this. That's how football's played. Not to forget the fundamentals, that everything that Terry was great for here. Clean sheets, defending with your life, getting back in, closing down, working teams, making other teams make mistakes, turning teams and all that. So, you know, that's roughly where we are. But that's work in progress. As I say, it's a lot of hard work in front of us. So 6 games to go. Let's go and try and win the whole 6 of them.
Thanks for your time, John.
Cheers. I want to go and play real good football. That's, what chance have you got? That's what I'm working with. Kelleher, come on, we're on the white lanes. We're on the white lanes. Come in here and show them. Fergie! Come on, say hello to the camera.
No.
Remember your last interview?
I do, it was shocking.
It was good.
Nah, I'm not, I'll leave it to you, Gavin.
You know that went out after the watershed, don't watch alone, your interview.
Aye.
The kids had to be in their bed.
It's emotional stuff, wasn't it?
There you go. I was not just talking about spirit. That's him getting fined. They're getting fined. Kelleher. I'm away to get Kelleher right now. For you viewers and watchers and listeners, he's getting fined. So if you see him sitting in the dugout tomorrow with a big black eye, you know I'm the culprit. Okay, cheers.
Cheers, John.